We've covered two of the letters of the word caged. We covered the C and the A. Our next letter is G. Again, we're deriving it from our open folk G chord. Now this one, left-hand wise, is a little bit more demanding because it's quite stretched out. Your index finger would bar to the left of the nut. Your root is always on the 6th string with your 3rd finger. If we need a C chord with that, we would go up to the 8th fret of the 6th string, and this would be our C chord, but with a G form. Can you clearly see that? If I clamped a capo right here, you would just see a G chord fingering. All right? Here's the C form. I'm going to link these together for you. Here's your C with a C form, the first letter of the word caged. Here's a C with the A form, the 2nd letter of the word caged. Here's a C with the G form, the 3rd letter of the word caged. Now I'm going to kind of cut to the chase here. You understand the format. You're going to have the charts. Anytime you have this G form chord, you can play various voicings out of that. I doubt if you're going to use this one too much. It's a bit demanding. But it's a great thing to know in case you forget your capo and you're on a country gig. But anyway, here you have the arpeggio in this position, full range, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. We add the 2 and the 6 to that, we get major pentatonic. 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. That would be the 6th string root pentatonic. The 6th string root pentatonic scale will always reside on top of your G form chord. I'd like to play over the C jam track, then I'll change keys, I'll holler out what I'm doing. And I'm going to at this point start changing some positions to show you how after you've spent some time in one area, you're ready to move somewhere else. Because you know, if you don't slip and slide up the neck, it starts sounding like a typewriter. There's my C chord. Now I'll come up with little fills. I restricted myself just to the roots, 3rds, and 5ths. Now I include the pentatonic scale. Now, I got to stress this right now. Most people learn the pentatonic scale very, very early on in their career of being a guitar player. And the problem with that is that you're not really starting on the ground, on the foundation. That's why I'm a big advocate of you spending time and restricting yourself for several days or several weeks, whatever it takes, to just the roots, 3rds, and 5ths. You'll be more melodic. You'll have strong punctuation points or periods at the ends of your phrases, and you'll just sound better. You know, don't get caught up playing and not listening to what you're doing. If I'm playing over this C chord and I want some other areas, I have 3 areas now. I'll demonstrate. I just did the 6th string root pentatonic, which is oriented over this G form. Immediately to the left of that, I will always have the 5th string root A form with the 3rd string root pentatonic. That way, if I want to link those together, that was a double pentatonic, so I can... one way of visualizing what I'm doing. I've got 2 pentatonics back to back. They share a common border, that straight line in the 5th fret. And I have more fingerboard. I don't have tunnel vision where I'm just in 4 frets. The next pentatonic down the neck to the left would be the 5th string root pentatonic, which is oriented over the C chord. I've actually gone backwards in the word caged. I went G, A, C. Let's go forwards. Here's C, the A form, the G form. Let's change keys and see all of that information in the key of E. I'll demonstrate it before I play along with the track. Here is an E chord with the C form. Here's an E chord with the A form. Here's an E chord with the G form. So you see how we're covering a pretty good range of the fingerboard right here, the 4th through the 12th frets. Everything I just played came out of those 3 block forms and their associated pentatonic scale forms. Let's do it over G. There's a G with a C form, G with the A form, and G with the G form. Now, since we're up at the 12th fret, it cycles around, so I'm back down here. There's my G chord with the G form, Turns out I'm in open position, you see? So there's going to be a point where it'll wrap around. It'll depend what key you're in. In the next segment, we'll finish off the remaining 2 letters of our caged system.